Hello guys, Brandon here with Bricks and Toys. Today I have an exciting video to show you guys. I am super pumped about this video. This video comes from my wife. She gave me this idea and it's based on the Legos that she loves to do, which is the botanical floral collections that they have. And it has to do with this set I have right here. It's the Succulent set. Now you may ask yourself, why am I so excited about a Succulent set? Well, I'll tell you. It has to do with this mystery package from Amazon. I usually do a mail call, but this does not warrant a mail call. It's just one package from Amazon. Let's open up this package so you can see what the excitement and what my idea is all about. Copycat. This is a Chinese equivalent, or a copycat as I would call it, of the Lego set. We are going to compare both of these down to the wire, build them, and compare the Legos, everything that we can about these sets. Starting off, let's just look at the boxes. So the Lego box feels like it's a little bit thinner type cardboard, a little bit of a semi-gloss finish. This feels like a lot thicker type cardboard, and it's a lot more glossy. Brand obviously is Lego. This is Youfoy, which is hopefully not some type of generic disease. This box is obviously more compact than this one. This one is packing in about 80 more pieces to 100 more pieces than this one. I do notice that this is a 6 and older compared to this being the 18 and older. Other than that, let's look at the boxes for you guys. That's the front of this guy compared to the front of this one. This is the back. The back of that one. Sides. Lego continues to have art of the product. They just have their name. Same thing here, here, and here. So let's go ahead, let's cut these open, and let's compare what's inside. This cardboard of this box really feels like it'd be a good home defense weapon if somebody broke in. It's just so hard and not pliable. Not a very nice feeling on the hands at all. Okay, keep that right there so you can see it. I'm going to take this one out right here so you can see it. Okay, there we go. Looking at about 3 bags on that one. With the book. So each set is containing about 3 bags or 3 steps total. Multitude of bags just all go to 3. This is just put into the box where they put this into an envelope to protect it. Pretty cool detail. So looking at this here, there are 3 books. So I'm guessing each step is going to be a book. Let's just confirm. Book 1 does have things from the design team talking about it and talking about succulents. That is pretty unique. Yeah. So each bag is going to be, or each book's going to be a bag. And only book number 1 talks about the designer and the plants that it's doing. I also noticed on the illustration of each book, it shows you what part of the set you are building. Really nice touch. The book on this is just really all there. It's just big. Feels kind of like the ink's coming off in my fingers. I do find it unique that they put the parts list in the front of their book, where with the Lego brands, they do that in the back. And then a fun little note here, it actually says, the numbered bags have no bearing on order of build. Just follow direction and build your set. If you have any questions, contact us. And there's like spelling errors in that. Like there's no spaces on some of the words. And the numbered bags have no bearing on order. It's like, so what? Do we just pour up a couple drinks, pour them all out on the table, and good luck? This is why we're grateful for Legos. At least the numbered bags have bearing. Overall, the instructions look very clear. I just wish the bags matched what I'm supposed to be doing. It's kind of a bummer that it doesn't. This is probably going to take me twice as long. And there's 108 steps total for this. So 108 steps of just pawing through a pile of Legos. And then it does seem like they do want you to take pictures and share it. So I guess they get free publicity to keep making these cheaper sets. So that's the booklets. I'm going to say bag quality is 100 times better. It's easier to see the letters on, or the numbers on these bags, with the white being more prominent. I do acknowledge that, where this is just a 2 with a small white line around it. It makes it a little harder to see. Also, some of the bags, it's just like running over. So that's kind of like ugly. It's like not perfected. The warning is also pretty much disregarded, and it's not even consistent with the bag. You get part of it here and another part of it here. So that's a really bad attention to detail on their part. So hopefully no kids choke on this, so that could be a lawsuit. So that's that. And the quality of the Legos compared, like, as you know, with Legos, every brick is numbered and lettered. With these, it's just, they're thrown in there. There's nothing signifying them, and their casting is just, it's something else to honestly look at. It's definitely going to be an experience building something that's not Lego. I do plan on putting this in like the kids' room, far away from wherever my wife's going to put this set, because I don't want none of this to get over here onto this. I want to keep these as separate as possible once I'm done with this video. And it's going to be weird getting knockoff Legos onto these fingers. Not looking forward to that. So from this particular point on, I am going to get an extra pair of feminine hands, aka my wife. She's going to help me build this set on Timelapse. And at the same time, I'm going to be building this set on Timelapse. So enjoy the time lapse, and when it is done, I will be back and I will go over in detail what we found during building and the differences and the looks and all of that good stuff. So enjoy the time lapse. we are back. I do apologize once again for a technical difficulty. If you were paying attention to the quick 30-second time lapse, the camera kind of fell more towards my wife. These things happen. So you weren't fully able to see this build being built, but you were able to see this one being done by my wife. The good news is at least she is more prettier with her hands than me. So these are the builds. They are now done, and boy, do I have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to get these boxes out of my way. Just remember, Lego is on this side, and the knockoff is on this side. Okay, so now I can got some breathing room here. So to start off, let's just start off with the leftovers. Both did come with a building tool. Now I do find how remarkably identical both of these tools are. They are made with different plastic, and they are different in the sense of this one's more glossy and kind of got like a harder plastic film. And I do notice with this set, all of the all of the bricks, they have this little dimple in every other of the stud. So I did find that unique. Obviously, no Lego emblem. But then on the other side, even though we have that they support their tool, even has all the support ridges. Of course, it does not have the serial numbers, but even on the thing, you can't even tell, besides the color of this, that this is the knockoff piece removal tool. So I found that pretty interesting. It kind of sets the tone for how we're going to be going forward with this. So I'll put these aside. Lego clearly did come with far more leftover pieces. This is common. I do know with Lego builds, I have so many miniature pieces left over. I have a storage system that I use to store these. So these will be going in my storage system, hopefully for a future use or future build. Now, this set didn't come with nearly as much. But what I did find weird is it's not just small pieces. There's actually pieces like these flowers, if I can get that kind of in shot, that don't even go to this build. They could be used as an option for the cacti on this one, but there's no instruction saying if you want a budding flower, use these. If you just want a flower, use the ones that we tell you. There's nothing in the instructions about that. So far as I know, these don't even really exist because they didn't even mention them, but they are here. It did come with 3 large bricks left over. Like I said, it's really unique that they included bricks like this to be left over. Just a little L piece, then a 2x1 with a cross through the middle. Again, I'm not sure exactly what that piece is called. I do know it's a 2x1. Then a 1x1, just left over, and then traditional 2 small pieces, 2 1x1 studs. So a lot less pieces left over with the cheap set. No surprise there. Now let's talk about these sets. Let's start off with some similarities and some differences. Both sets seem to have tried to do some type of plate-like removable cactus feature here, where they put 2 of the connecting studs, let me put these down, in the set for connecting these in a different type of way. So you can see these little red things. Each set put that in the instructions to do. As you can see, oh man, this set's falling apart. It's falling apart and I haven't even got to that segment yet. So hopefully this does not spoil my video here. Yeah, it's already showing its colors. And there's those red studs in here. Let's put this thing back together. Oh, this set does not disappoint, but I don't want to do anything until I talk about it. So I'll put these pieces back. So those are the only ones where there's actually like a removable thing with some storage underneath. I do notice that there is like an orange flower, just like there is one here. Lego looks to be more refined. It looks more floral, where this is just basic, slanted pieces and things of that nature. Then both try to have some type of whatever you call this pointy succulent. The building of this one is a lot more basic, and these are just like a cheap, flimsy plastic where they actually used rubber and their traditional Lego plastic on this part. So, again, when it comes to comparing this, I choose this one. When it comes to comparing these flowers, similar color but way more detail on this one and a lot bigger, I choose that. Again, with this one, I choose this one, and on this flower, I choose this flower. So far, that's 4 flowers out of 9 that I choose to go with on the Lego. I just don't like the build quality of these flowers. They're lacking so much detail, and they're also so small in scale and size. It's like the pot's bigger than the actual flower. With Lego, they made the flower bigger or as big to complement the pot. But going forward, now this is a clear win right here. The cactus. This is the Lego cactus. You can't say anything about it. It's just a masterpiece compared to this that won't even stay on my set. And to take this apart and try to fix this mistake, I would have these little pieces flying everywhere. If my time lapse did not fall over and lean more towards the Lego, you would see me fighting with this probably for a good second. And even after fighting with it, I still can't get the thing to stay on. I'm actually just going to leave it off so that we can get a better view of the next flower. And we're going to go into the center flower. I'm going to lean this one over. I love how I can lean the Lego set without worrying about it falling apart. The center flower, again, goes straight to Lego. There is so much exposed underside of brick on the knockoff that, I mean, I'm not even going to talk about it. It's just lack of detail. And then going down to the last 3 flowers to talk about, it's going to be over here on this side. Now this is where things get really crazy. On this, we have some type of like grape-like succulent egg-shaped plant, or egg-shaped buds type plant. And over here, we got this macaroni noodle mess. I don't know what this is. All I can tell you is I've been on a diet for the last 3 weeks, and I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing a good job. But building this made me want macaroni salad so bad. Like, even looking at it right now and talking to you, I'm just thinking, man, macaroni salad sounds so delicious. And I haven't even eaten macaroni salad in probably 2 years. And this makes me want it. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it does not give any additional points to the Copycat set. Clearly, the plant that Lego chose to go here is the one that I will pick as far as detail and quality. Now, the secondary plant, these are not even comparable. They're not even the same plant. But again, I do lean a little bit more towards the Copycat set. I really do think that this is a really cool concept. It kind of stands out from the bunch. It's super simplistic. I think if Lego could do a plant like this in this set, I think they could do a ton better job than what they did. But I do like the aesthetic of this, versus where this kind of gets lost in the Lego set. You have these 4 huge, beautiful succulents kind of covering up what Lego has done with this one, and have to look at it, and it just looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It just green to me. So I guess in this particular case, even though that they are different, the copycat does get 1 point. And now going over to the last flower, again, it's bigger, more detail, it looks nicer. It's going to go to Lego. So on the flowers alone, 1 out of 8, or 1 out of 9, 8 out of 9. So in every way, shape, or form of flower aesthetic, I give it to Lego. I like what they did a lot more with their flowers. Now, quality of the pieces. I did not lay very much hands on this set just to help my wife out with certain things. We are a little bit of a dyslexic household, so some of the things that we do, we get backwards, and it does happen. But sometimes two dyslexic people at the same table looking across, her backwards is my right. So I was able to help her through on a few things. Other than that, I did not really build much at all on this set. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume this was built with the utmost Lego quality, where the pieces click right in. It feels good in your hands. It doesn't feel like it's going to leave like residue or something behind. And I'm just going to assume that about this because this is Lego. Lego is Lego. Now this set was a fight. Some of the pieces would not click in. I was forcing, I almost went into the garage just to grab a rubber mallet and beat the pieces together. So, fitment was a huge issue. There are things like this where they could have just used a long rod that went from top to bottom, as Lego would likely do, to make this more secure, but instead they told you to use a slanted like rod. I don't know if you can see that, to hold this in. It's like, why does the rod have to be cut diagonally? It doesn't do anything for the function. It's not leaning or anything. It's supposed to go straight up and down. So there was a lot of fitment issues with getting the bricks to go together. And that's just, I don't know if all copycat sets are like that, but this is definitely an example of a copycat set that does have poorer quality. And one of the final things I did want to point out is I could pick up the Lego set with pretty much confidence. Each of these pods is held in by one of those red cross beams, as I pointed out underneath of this thing. And everything fits level. It's gapped nice. You know, if I try to hold it flat in front of the camera, you can see that all the pots are lined up really sweet. Nothing wrong with that. Just turn it around because you're about to see a huge quality control issue with the other one. Put that back down. I'm going to try to balance it without losing my cacti. And you can see right there, I have taken this apart. I've tried, and I cannot get this to fit correct at all. That is a huge disappointment. I really wanted this set to work out. I wanted to give the benefit to the underdog. I've personally been the underdog my entire life, and I would like to see the small guy win. But if you're going to win, you need to at least try. And I'm really wondering if they even tried on this set. Like, for it to sit on a table and just be, janky like that is just not acceptable, in my opinion. So that pretty much wraps this video up. I was super happy to do this project. I was even happier to get an extra pair of beautiful hands from my lovely wife to help me with the time lapse. So we're doing both these at the same time so I can get this video out quicker. Um, I think I've covered almost all aspects. If there's anything else you would like to know, just shoot me a comment. And at this point of my channel, I should be able to respond to any questions and any inquiries. And if you have any suggestions of copycat sets that are close like this, send them in the comments. I would love to review and check them out. It could be the next video. So, with that being said, I appreciate you watching. I hope you all have a good one. This has been awesome, and I'm signing out.